Hey everybody, as you know, we just finished our first big bike packing trip. We did the C&O Towpath and Great Allegheny Passage from Washington, D.C. to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it was a 6-night and 5-day trip. And when we got back, most of the questions we got from you guys were, what did we take? What worked for us? What didn't work for us? So we thought before we did all the laundry and got completely broken down, we would go through item by item and show you what's in our bags and what worked for us. So we'll go through each one at a time. So obviously, helmet and shoes, don't forget those. You get so focused on everything else, you might forget the biggies. We'll start with the front of the bag. This is called a sweet roll bag or a handlebar bag, but we'll start up here. Underneath here, it's got plenty of room for you to attach a waterproof bag for your extras. So in our case, the extras, and it wound up being several things throughout the trip, but the waterproof bag on my bike was all of our bathroom items, wipes. These came in incredibly handy for 1,800 reasons in one. Definitely want to have the wipes. Raincoat. It only rained on us once. It was in the evening while we were sleeping, but we've heard of several other people who've been on the trip and gotten rained on the whole way. So this is one of those rain jackets that folds up on itself inside the bag. And then in here, the all-important BioFlex for when you get super sore on day whatever. And the rest of it's just a hodgepodge of bathroom items. We've got shampoo and conditioner, hairbrushes, toothbrushes, rubber band holders, deodorant, all of our bathroom items. Toothpaste. So that's that bag. And then this is the handlebar bag. And you would not believe how much stuff you can get in here. I thought before we left there was no way I was going to be able to get everything in here that I wanted to, but I absolutely did. So in this bag, these are our pillows. So I had both of our pillows in this bag. You blow these up, and these were great. These were a great find. Alp Kit pillows. Knee warmers, socks, head warmer, gloves, arm warmers, one of my bibs, fluffy pair of socks. I have cold feet at all times, so in camping and with fall up there, definitely these were probably my most favorite thing that I had was my fluffy socks. Vest. Kit top. Tripod. More socks. And that's everything in that bag. And then attached here is the Garmin. And then attached here is the feed bag. And there's mixed reviews on feed bags. Some people get away with just the one. Some people carry two. They feel like they need to be balanced. For me, because the frame bag took up my bottle cage space, I needed these feed bags to hold my water bottles. I only did the one bag, so I carried my second bottle in the back of my jersey. But this bag was great. Easy access. Only had to take one hand off the handlebar to get to my snacks. Plenty of room for any kind of snacks that I packed in here the whole trip. On this other side, I had bug spray. I had my chamois butter refills. And then, like I said, my water bottle. Then we have the top tube bag. Take my Garmin off. And the top tube bag is surprisingly able to hold a lot of stuff. I had sunglasses, pocket knife, you never know. Had the GoPro, bag of Advil for when needed. Headlamp, not just for camping at night, but also the underground tunnels we went through. Very dark tunnels, and we needed the headlamp to attach to the top. Gum, GoPro chargers, batteries, chapstick, and our plugins to recharge everything. And that's it for the top tube bag. And then we have the frame bag. And we attached these Velcro strips to it. It made the bag more compact and less resistant to the legs when you're pedaling. And in here I had all of my clothes. So on one side, this is just a small pocket, and I had my COVID face masks that I could switch in and out, but these also wound up working out great for evening camping. I used them, one as a nose and face cover when it got really cold out. Also, it helped block out some of the sound from the trains, so these were really helpful anyway. And then on the other side of the bag, all the rest of my clothes. So another kit top, that was a sock, pair of leggings that I wore in the evening to keep me warm, another bib, another vest, t-shirt, leggings, another pair, two more shirts, another pair of socks. And that's it for that. So sometimes we were able to wash out clothes the couple of nights that we stayed in hotels. These were another lifesaver. Teva sandals, so whenever we clipped out of our bike shoes, we had these to walk around in. My light winter jacket, very much needed. And then we have the seat post bag. And here we had our mascot Max and our coffee cup. Sort of a trendy thing. Everybody who bike packs takes a little coffee cup with them, but this cup actually came in very handy on the whole trip. And then in my seat post bag, I carried our sleeping bags and our towels. So one sleeping bag. Second sleeping bag. We have differing opinions on how well these worked. They're supposed to be ultra lightweight backpacking sleeping bags for 40 and below. I would say more like 50 and below. They were still a little chilly, but if you wear the right layering and sleep in this, it's plenty warm. And then I also had both of our towels in here. So we had these and this. And that is everything that I carried on my bike.
Hey guys, Max is here. Karen just gave you a little rundown of what you carry on her bike on our recent bikepacking trip from DC to Pittsburgh, which is about 400 miles of gravel. It's a really, really amazing area and we highly recommend it. But we also got a lot of questions on what we carry, what kind of bags we're using, what equipment we brought with us, what worked and what didn't work. So we figured that we put this video together for you guys to take advantage of, and perhaps we can help you on your next bikepacking trip. So as you can see on this table right here, I have everything that I carry. Karen already showed you what bag goes where, like the handlebar bag, the frame bag, the seat post bag, and the top tube bag, and so on. So I'm not gonna demonstrate that again. I'm just gonna show you what I carry on my bags. Okay, so the first thing first, I'm gonna show you what I wore obviously is our Florida gravel biking kit. And because our trip, it was about 5 to 6 days, we needed to rotate kits. We couldn't wear the whole kit for the whole entire time. So we brought 2 kits, and the first one is this one with the Florida gravel biking vest, which turned out to be amazing. I used this thing on high 30s weather, and worked out really fantastic. The benefit of this vest is that it's got a ventilator area in the back, so you can the body heat comes right out of your back, and the front, it protects you nicely from the wind and the cool weather. So I was really impressed with it. It was the first time I used it, and you know, I can post the link on where you guys can get this, which is still available. Highly recommend it. I was blown away by it. The bib obviously is from Jackaroo as well. They said that this is a 6 to 12 hour bib, and turned out to be correct. I used it the entire time, and as you can tell, if you look at our Strava data, you'll see that we started riding at 7:30 in the morning each day, and we didn't finish until 6 o'clock in the afternoon on the evening, just before setting camp or getting into a hotel room. So these bibs were highly recommended. They work really well for us. So very good stuff. The next thing, because we were on cold temperature, is we use this. This is our arm warmers, okay, and this is our knee pads. These are neoprene material. They're not your lightweight arm warmers and whatnot. These are specifically designed for that type of weather. The neoprene is a lot warmer than the regular arm warmers or the knee pads. And then these are made by Pactimo, and they're a little more expensive, but for that kind of weather, they work really well. Okay, moving on. You know, we had to do the COVID thing, but as Karen explained also, this not only was helpful as face mask, but also when it was really chilly. I remember when we left Cumberland, Maryland, it was in the low 30s, so I was able to cover my nose and my face with this. It worked out really well too. Socks, obviously, to match the kit. You know how it is with that. Garmin. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Garmin, because this is important. When you're on the bike for 12 hours or so, there's a good chance that you're going to run out of battery from your Garmin. So this is the Garmin 1030. 1030 holds a lot more battery power than the 1000, and I think there is a 1030 Plus now that holds even longer battery life on the Garmin. But the last thing you want on the trail is you'll be riding and realizing that you only have 10% of power on your Garmin, and then your ride can be compromised because of that. But make sure you get a good Garmin, really helpful, and you'll enjoy it. Helmet. Every time we're on the bike, we always carry a helmet. These are made by Puck. These are very breathable helmets, and they work really well on the cooler temperature as well. So highly recommend these little guys. All right, moving on. I'm gonna start with my big bag. This is the seat post bag. Karen showed you where these are and how they get mounted on the bike. You know, she got us these really cool sandals that they're Teva, and they're really lightweight, super durable, and very comfy. And you can use this on cool weather and also on when it gets a little warmer. And you can mount it on your bag really easy, as you can see. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, as Karen said also, you know, you must have a cup. Coffee cup, early mornings, you make your coffee, and this one says, and so the adventure begins. And true to that, okay? Get a cup. Okay, so these bags are made by Revelate Designs, made in the good old USA. And these are waterproof, extremely durable, and extremely well made. I was really impressed with the quality of these things, and these have a really interesting locking mechanism that allows the bag to sit put on your on the back of your bike, And maybe we can show you a little clip on what that looks like later. But I'm not going to get too much into the features of the bag because there's tons of videos out there that you can look. But they're really, really helpful and really, really solid. This bag also protects you from mud and whatnot, and which I use to hold our machete. Machete came out really handy on several things, including chopping wood. Why is this thing not coming up? Never know. Bigfoot could be out there. You need a machete. If you need a machete, this is the place to put it. Okay, right under the bag. If you have the space for it, it works really well. All right. So what did I have in here? Here I had a ultra lightweight bikepacking or hiking tent that we got from Amazon. It's the whole setup is about five pounds or so, and that includes the rain cover and the floor and the pins and the whole shebang. I don't have it inside here, but I'll show you a little clip of what that looks like, but that's what's inside here. Okay, in addition to this, we had here my winter jacket, super lightweight. Also, this is made by Columbia. And these jackets are awesome because of the inside of them are made of, they call them aluminum. But what that is it keeps your body temperature, your core temperature within the jacket and keeps you nice and cozy when it's in the 30s and whatnot. Highly recommend it. All right, moving on. I was also carrying our sleeping pads. These are inflatable. We definitely did not like these, mainly because they're very loud. I don't know if you can hear that, but every time you move in the tent, this is what it sounds like. So Karen rotates, and then I heard this. So we're still looking for a better solution. This did not work for us. They're super lightweight and they pack really nice and tight, but that did not work for us because, again, the noise in the middle of the night, and you know, when you're bikepacking, sleep is gold. You want to be able to sleep, and this just not that great. So I carry 2 of those. Here's the other one. In addition to this, I also carry a rope. You know, you always want to hang your food and your stuff and your coffee and everything else, and maybe we can put a clip on what we did as far as the rope, because the bears are out there and you never know when one is going to come and check you out on the campground, and you don't want to have food around your camping area. Okay, so very important. Okay, so this is it for the this bag. Again, highly recommend it. It's got a pressure valve right here that when you compress the whole thing, the air comes right out one side. It works really, really well. Don't forget the machete. This is where the machete goes. All right, moving on. I'm gonna talk about my handle bag now, and Karen showed you where this goes on your bike, obviously on your handlebar, but we also included what do you call these, dry bags, an extra dry bag on this compartment, and this is designed for it to carry some extra stuff. So we use these dry bags in order to put some extra gear in there. And what I carry is as follows. And by the way, we haven't opened this bag since we got here, since we got back town like 2 days ago. So this is it. Food. Okay, Karen calls it, what do you call it, honey? Astronaut food. Very well, good stuff. This was my my rain jacket. It packs really tight and it works really well. We were lucky that we didn't need it at all. We got a little bit of rain, and that's when we were sleeping. So we never used it, but this is super, super lightweight, and you can get these from Amazon as well. Super lightweight, and it packs really good. Highly recommend it. Some other nutrition I have stretch, recovery, a lot of these little guys. We ate tons of it. So anything that I need to have access to right away, it was on this bag, okay? So, and there's a strategy when it comes to packing, okay? You wanna be able to have the stuff that you need right away on the edges of each bag. For example, like this bag right here, I have my emergency kit or emergency kit on the side of the bag right away, because in case you need your emergency kit, and then you can just open it very quickly, and then boom, here's my emergency kit. And then we packed this stuff before we left with everything that we thought we needed, and it's accessible right away. In fact, we did use it because I cut myself on the trip. So, but when we needed it, it was right there. All right, moving on. What else we got here? Okay, I brought a set of pans. These are made by Columbia. These are extremely lightweight, and they pack really, really well also. And also they repel sand and they repel dirt and water. And if you get dry or you know, moist or whatever, they dry very, very quickly. And a lot of fishermen use this here in Florida. I use it for a lot of for my photography. And I knew I was gonna be able to use this tremendously during the trip, and worked out really, really well. All right, what else we got? A t-shirt. Okay, I try not to bring cotton. Cotton is bad for bypacking because it's just extra weight and it takes really long time to dry. So I brought a lot of synthetic type of fabric, type of material. This is our cooking system. Okay, this is made out of titanium and super lightweight. And what we carry here are pretty much the pot, obviously, extra cooking pot. This is the fire starter. This is how we make our coffee. This is our fire thingy. Forgot the name of it, but it's there. This is a coffee filter. Worked really well. Obviously, some lighter, super lightweight utensils. They work really, really well. This all comes as a kit. It's all ultra light stuff. And then we got our fuel. This fuel canister worked for us for 6 days, and still a little bit left in there. And it has another extra pot in there for Karen to eat. And then, you know, we're pretty much good to go. This all comes as a kit. Okay, and you can pack it nice and tight. Boom, you're done. All right, what else we got in here? And notice that that cooking system was in the middle of the bag. I forgot to mention that. It's in the middle of the bag, mainly because you want the bag to be balanced, especially on your handlebars. Because if you let your handlebar go, you know, you want the bag to continue straight, you're not gonna hit the dirt. So this is why the reason it's in the middle of the bag and not on the side or on each hand. Super important. All right, moving on. Socks for the second kit. We brought 2 kits with us. Synthetic underwear and whatnot. No cotton, very little cotton. Cotton's bad for you. Second kit. Okay, this is a jersey, this is a bib. This is a 12-hour bib also. And that was it. That's it for this bag. And this bag is very useful, very handy, dry as a bone. Highly, highly recommend Revele Designs. All right, moving on. This is my frame bag. As you can see, this is slightly different than Karen's, and mainly because I was using my water bottles. Some people use the entire bag, a frame bag, if you will, the entire space, but I think it was plenty of gear for me, and that's why I decided to go with the long one and not with the big full frame one. Okay, so this one is a matter of having 2 long zippers, and on one side I had the GoPro, and I have all the charging stuff. I brought 2 battery packs. These are 3500 milliamps battery packs. Worked out really well. Rapid charger. You don't want the slow charger because when you're in somewhere, you can just go ahead and charge quickly. The GoPro charger. Here is the tent poles. Okay, super lightweight titanium. You can put all that stuff in there. This was my repair kit. This is our bike repair kit, and it got a bunch of it. I'm gonna spend a little time on this because this is kind of important. Here you can see we have 2 tubes, extra derailleur hangers. You never want to be out there without these little guys. Okay, super important, super important to have this on your bike. And obviously it's 2 of us, so I had to carry 2 of them. And a bunch of assorted different type of tools, extra pumps and whatnot. I'm gonna show you my hair pump really quick. You can see this little sucker, that's an air pump. And all you have to do is pop this open like that, rotate it, lock it in place, and then you can start pumping air. Very useful. I can talk more about this later, but if you guys have any questions, just let us know. There's a ton of stuff here. I'm gonna put that there for now. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, zip ties. You always wanna have zip ties. You can fix anything with zip ties. And bungee cords. These bungee cords saved our asses a few times because we used this to pack our lunch. There were a lot of logistic decisions that we had to make as we were going. For example, as far as food goes, so we decided to buy food ahead of the campground, which this bungee cords allow us to tie them up to the bags without any problem. So we brought like 4 or 6 of these, and they worked out really well for us. Car charger. That's it for one side. The next side it contains 2 big pockets right here. Here's the GoPro battery. This is the extra batteries. And also the loop. Boatload of this. Okay, we had like 12 packs of this, but that's pretty much it for the frame bag. All right, moving on. This is my last bag, and then this is all about my nutrition. This is my headband. When it got in the low 30s, I was able to put this, and it worked really well. Map. You always want to carry a map just in case something goes south with the Garmin. And you always want to carry your map, printed map. Oh, we also printed what we call the cheat sheet. I call that cheat sheet, and this is tell us how many miles we're gonna ride every day, what location to what location, and so on and so forth. That way we stay on target and we don't drift and then realize that we had to ride 200 miles in a day because we didn't follow our strategy. Headlamp, as Karen noted, we had to go through several tunnels, and they were pitch black tunnels. So we not only use this on the campground, but we also use it as we were riding. And this is cool because this strap comes right off, and then you can attach it to your helmet, and then you can use it as a headlamp. Works really well. Carry the nutrition, okay? An extra knife, just in case, like Karen said, you know, anything can happen and you want to have something fairly quickly available to you. And a souvenir. That's pretty much it for that bag. Oh yeah, and they have like hidden pockets on the side where you can put your credit card and that sort of thing. You can, if you want to have some cash on you available right away, it's got these baby pockets on the side that you can easily have access to all that money. And another thing about this bag that is really cool is that it's magnetic. So if you're riding, if you just open it and grab like a nutrition or whatever, you can just flip it, and then it locks in place. It's all magnetic. It works really, really well. This compression bag, I think this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. This is the compression bag. This is where I put the tent. We put the tent with everything, and the cool thing about this is that you can zip them up like that. Okay, imagine the tent is right there, and then you can roll it over like this. Okay, and then use the compression straps. It makes that big tent a lot smaller, and it makes about this high, and then you can fit it on the seat post bag easily. So, anyways, there you have it. I don't think I have anything else to show you. This is all we brought with us. Again, 6 days, 400 gravel miles from DC to Pittsburgh, and we really enjoyed the trip. We highly, highly recommend it. I think we have some other folks from Florida Gravel Biking riding the trail this week, and we wish them well. I think they're going to have some weather, but hopefully they have the right gear and whatnot. So If you have any questions, let us know. We're here to help. And yeah, thank you.